And today we're honored to be having with us on the program one of the tourists who have or who has come here in Egypt for the third time. The first was in 1987, the second was in the 90s, and the third one is in 2020. We'll be having a quick comparison between Egypt in 2020 and Egypt in the 90s and Egypt in the late 80s with Rogier Kaelin from the Netherlands. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you.
A very good day, and it's a pleasure to have you with us. Of course, Ahmed mentioned that you came 3 times in the 80s and in the 90s and in 2020. Could you tell us the difference between each and every visit that you came to Egypt?
Well, the first time was the biggest surprise because it was in 1987. And the first time was to visit Cairo and all the mosques of Cairo and Gizeh and etc. And I went then to Luxor and then to Aswan and then to Abu Simbel. So I visit all the monuments around the Nile. The second visit was to go to Saint Catherine Monastery and.
So you came on your second time to visit Saint Catherine.
Cairo again and Saint Catherine.
And Saint Catherine.
Yeah.
What was your target then?
That was a short visit for the pleasure to see the Sinai, the south of Sinai.
And the third one?
This is the third one.
Yes.
And I'm here for 1 week, and I want to see again Saqqara, because the first time I saw Saqqara, it was in '87. It was nearly empty. It was at the end of the day, and Saqqara I was alone with my sister and my wife. And Saqqara was empty. It was the end of the afternoon, and it was beautiful because very silent, only a bit wind, no tourists. I was the only one.
And what's the difference between?
So there's a big difference now because here it's very well organized for tourism. Tourism has increased everywhere in the world, so it's another way to see things.
So was this museum?
No, it was not yet.
No,
I don't remember.
It wasn't there.
I don't think so because I don't remember this museum.
What do you remember you saw then when you came and saw Saqqara and you were doing
here in Saqqara? What I remember is the silence and the feeling of eternity.
Feeling of
eternity.
Eternity.
It's nearly 4,000 years old. No, more even.
It's like you're searching for something. It's like soul searching here in Egypt because you visited St. Catherine as well. It's a very quiet place in Egypt. And of course you've had the information that we did the renovation of the Zoser pyramid or the restoration work, right?
Here?
Here.
Yes, I heard that.
I heard that. The visit on the Saqqara pyramid or the Zoser pyramid.
I heard and I saw it's completely renewed.
You heard in the Netherlands or when you came here in Egypt?
No, I heard it before on the internet,
Before you came, so it was your aim that you're going to come and visit.
Exactly, I saw it on the internet.
Did you enter the pyramid this time?
This time I entered the pyramids.
How did it feel like?
A bit warm.
What did you see in there?
Some graphics on the walls. Not so much, in fact. It's more impressive around. You have really very nicely restored paintings and sculptures, wall sculptures. I mean, that is very,
because you've been to lots of
very impressive. Because it's done with so much sensibility. You see, the artist of that time, very sensitive.
How does it feel to be at the museum of Imhotep, the one who came up with the idea, Imhotep? This museum is named after him, the architect, the first architect.
Imhotep.
Yes.
Yes, it was a famous architect.
Yes. How does it feel to be seeing the works of the first architect in the history of mankind?
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Amazing. Fantastic. It's an incredible civilization. So it's just a question of being sensitive to what has been done before and to receive it. it's a kind of gift of the past.
Roger, upon your arrival here into this museum, or Manhattan Museum, did you see it and did you watch everything? Or you just arrived
I start with an interview. I will see. I will see the museum after.
You haven't seen the 5 halls yet?
Not yet.
You haven't went around yet.
But
So
I just saw one room and it looks very well done.
which room did you see?
The room at the entrance here.
The theater room?
Yeah, when you enter on the right.
What did you see in the room?
A sarcophage and some statuettes, small statues. We see a lot. It's a civilization of nearly 5,000 years, so so we have a lot to see. What has been done in 5,000 years is much more than what we have done in 2,000 years. In 2,000 years, we have created tourism to discover what has been done 5,000 years ago.
Yes. So you've been here 3 times in Egypt.
Yeah.
And on those 3 times, you're looking for some kind of a soul-searching tour in Egypt, searching for quietness and serenity.
It's just be interested in history and culture and civilization.
Yes, but you're looking for quietness, and you're visiting Cairo as well, which is not very quiet most of the day.
No.
Yes, exactly. It's a bit loud.
No,
how did you see the difference between Cairo and the serenity in St. Catherine, or maybe Luxor and Aswan as well?
No, in Cairo you can visit very beautiful mosques, which are also beautiful art pieces.
Mosques like?
And it's not a question of looking for spirituality, but it's
Yes.
questions that when you visit such art pieces, you are just impressed and you feel something, and that feeling is very profound sometimes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. What mosques did you visit in Cairo, Roger?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember the names.
You didn't visit any this time yet?
Not this time, not.
But are you planning on visit any?
No, I'm not going to visit them because I visited them in 87 and in 93, so I will not do it
You remember
again.
Hussein Mosque?
Excuse me?
You remember Al Hussein Mosque?
No, I don't remember the names.
You don't remember?
I remember I have forms, I have feelings, but I go often to Morocco, and there are also very beautiful mosques over there.
How does Egypt feel this time in 2020? You visited in
difference?
different decades, in the 80s, in the 90s, and the 2020s. How does it feel this
I'm
time?
an old man. I'm 67.
Yeah.
So
wow. You don't look
but
older than 50 maybe.
Thank you very much. But the changes, you can see the changes. It's more crowded, more cars and more cars and more cars.
Roger, is your love for Egypt the reason behind you coming for 3 times? Or are you the kind of tourist that likes to go all around the world and visit the countries for many times?
No, through my work, I visit a lot of countries.
What do you work?
Because I teach. I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher. You teach. What do you teach?
I'm teacher film history and filming, directing.
Okay, so it inspires you to visit many countries, especially when these countries have civilizations.
Exactly, because when you film, you have to observe and analyze what you observe and in which way you observe it. So it's always interesting.
You have to have the imagination as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You
Which
know
other
that.
countries did you visit other than Egypt?
Vietnam, lots. In Africa, Egypt, Morocco, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Mozambique. In Asia, Vietnam, Thailand, China. In America, North America, South America.
So you're the person that likes to go around.
Yeah, exactly.
So in terms of safety and security, when it comes to be comparing Egypt to other countries in Africa and the world, and to be comparing Egypt with itself in the 1987 period and the 1993 period, is there an improvement in terms of safety and security and things to do actually in the country?
I feel safe. I feel safe. I feel safe. It depends where you go, but I feel safe.
Yes.
But it depends what you are looking for also. And the only problem is you feel it's hard because it's very crowded.
It's always crowded. Everywhere is crowded nowadays.
Yes, but
what did you admire most in Egypt?
the kindness of the people. I will say so. Kindness of people.
So
Very, very nice.
What about the oriental food?
It's nice. It's a bit, for me, it's very near Lebanese food, you know.
Lebanese?
Lebanese. I like very much Lebanese food. So Egyptian food is very close to that. So I appreciate.
if we can focus on your field of work, teaching and filmmaking as well, how did you see the themes of Egypt? Hundreds of stories, thousands of stories that are thousands of years old, like Isis, Osiris, Horus, Seth. Those themes have been replicated in films since like forever. How do you see the origins of those stories in Egypt? How fascinating was that to you?
I cannot answer such a question. I don't know what to say about that. I don't think that films can translate really what these civilizations were really, in fact.
Yes.
It's very difficult, I think, to transmit that. I don't think it's easy.
Mr. Roger Kaelin from the Netherlands, of course, it was a pleasure to have you with us in
Thank
today's
you very
episode of
much.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Of course, it was a great coincidence to have you with us here today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Well, dear viewers, this is all for Mr. Roger Kaelin and from the Netherlands. We thank him very much for joining us. Stay with us, for we have more here coming up yet on Nile TV International on Nile Cruise.